What if everything you believe about yourself is a story you made up? Not a lie exactly, not a delusion, just a very convincing, very comfortable story. One you've been quietly editing your whole life to make yourself the reasonable one, the misunderstood one, the one who tried. We are the last people on Earth qualified to describe ourselves. We think self-awareness is something we either have or we don't, like a personality trait, like eye color. But it's not. It's a practice, a brutal, unglamorous, daily practice that most people abandon the moment it gets uncomfortable. Psychologists call it the introspection illusion, the unsettling discovery that the more confidently someone explains their own motivations, the less accurate they tend to be. We don't observe our inner world. We narrate it. We construct. We curate. We post the highlight reel even inside our own heads. Here's what that looks like in the real world. A man leaves a 20-year marriage and tells everyone, tells himself, that he left because he needed freedom, growth, space to become who he was always meant to be. And maybe that's true. But underneath that clean, noble story, if you sit with him long enough, if the room gets quiet enough, there's something smaller, something more embarrassing. He was afraid she was going to leave first. That's it. That's the whole thing. Not freedom, fear. This is what a decade of studying behavior teaches you, that almost everything humans do, the grand gestures, the sudden decisions, the inexplicable cruelties, the breathtaking kindnesses, almost all of it is downstream from one of two rivers: the need to feel safe or the need to feel significant. Every argument you've ever had, every relationship you've ever sabotaged, every dream you've quietly talked yourself out of at 3 a.m. Trace it back far enough, and you'll find one of those two rivers at the source. But here's where it gets complicated. Here's where most books stop, because this part is harder to sell. Knowing this changes almost nothing on its own. People think insight is the destination, that if you just understand why you do the things you do, you'll stop doing them. That awareness is the cure. It isn't. Awareness is just the room where the real work happens, and most people stand in the doorway, proud they found the room, and never actually walk in. Because understanding and changing are two entirely different muscles, and we've built a culture that only trains one of them. What if we reward people for articulating their trauma? We give them attention, community, identity. What we don't reward, what we barely even talk about, is the quiet, unglamorous, unposted work of actually behaving differently on a Tuesday afternoon when nobody is watching and the old pattern is sitting right there, warm and familiar, like a coat you know is too small, but you reach for it anyway. Here's the other thing. Most human suffering is not caused by monsters. It's caused by ordinary people, running unexamined patterns, bumping into other ordinary people, running their own unexamined patterns, and nobody stopping long enough to ask why. The parent who never said "I love you," not because they didn't feel it, but because nobody ever said it to them, and somewhere deep in the architecture of their nervous system, tenderness got coded as weakness. The friend who disappears when you need them most, not out of cruelty, but because intimacy and panic became the same signal somewhere in their childhood. The person who always has to win every argument, not because they're arrogant, but because somewhere, a long time ago, being wrong meant being abandoned. We are all, every single one of us, walking around in bodies shaped by experiences we didn't choose, reacting to a present that our nervous systems keep misreading as the past. And the most radical thing, the thing 10 years of watching people has burned into me, is this. Compassion is not naive. It is the most accurate response to human behavior there is. Not excusing, not enabling, not looking away from harm, but understanding that the person in front of you, the one who hurt you, the one who confused you, the one who disappeared, they are almost certainly not the villain of your story. They're the hero of their own. A hero running a very old, very tired script in a genre they never chose. And so are you. So are you. That's what 10 years gives you. Not answers, not a cleaner, more optimized version of yourself. Just this, a slightly longer pause before judgment, a little more grace for the mess of it all, the honest, humbling, quietly devastating realization that to be human is to be perpetually unfinished. And somehow, that's not a tragedy. That's the whole point.